to tell you a story about how I hurt myself at work. This particular injury happened a little over 5 years ago when I was working downtown. I was working at a building rehabbing a Whole Foods. I was assigned with the task of scraping tint off the window in an area that we were remodeling. To do this, I used a 4-inch wide, like 9-inch long razor blade scraper. Using the scraper, just scraping, was not productive, so I decided to actually push the scraper through the tint so I could get rid of more area faster. This turned out to work very well. Having doing this for several hours, my blade needed to be changed. I changed my blade, and shortly thereafter, I was pushing the blade through the tint on the window, and it burst through the tint, and I plunged it into my leg above my kneecap. Knowing immediately that was something wrong, I asked the job superintendent if he could call the 911 so that the paramedics could come and look at my leg, because I knew it was not good. We were in Lincoln Park, so they took me to Lincoln Park Hospital when it was still an operating hospital. I guess attending there was the first person who looked at my knee, and he said he believed that I severed a quadriceps tendon. The quadriceps tendon. The doctor said that I would need an MRI so they could have a better look at it, because x-rays didn't show too much. So they scheduled me for an MRI that I had later in the day, and the surgeon told me that I indeed had severed my quadriceps tendon completely. The quadriceps tendon is the thickest tendon in the human body, and not only did I go through that, but the blade stopped just above my femur bone, which is also the strongest bone in the human body. I had surgery 2 days later to repair the severed tendon, and then was in the hospital for an additional 2 nights, totaling 4 nights and 5 days. injury was extremely severe, and I needed not only exterior stitches and staples, but interior stitches as well because I had cut so deep. I now have a 13-inch scar that runs 6 inches up my kneecap and 6 inches down my kneecap. After my cast came off, I went to therapy, was in therapy for several long months, and finally was able to clear to go back to work. That is my story. That is my story. Thank you for listening.